Good evening, all the devotees of Lord Sri Krishna. On 4th of June, we had discussed some portion about chapter 16, that is Daivasura sampadvibhaga yoga. And today we will continue the remaining verses of that one. Again, let us beginning with our prayers to Goddess Saraswati. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. भवति यदनुभावात् एडमूकोऽपि वाग्मी जडमतिरपि जन्तुः जायते प्राज्ञमौलिः सकलवचनचेतो देवता भारती सा मम वचसि निधत्तां सन्निधिं मानसे च देवं नारायणं नत्वा सर्वदोषविवर्जितं परिपूर्णं गुरुंश्चान् गीतार्थं वक्ष्यामि लेशतः. So in our last session we had seen what is the importance of chapter 16, and this chapter holds lot of relevance in day-to-day life, and we have seen what is its importance and the significance, and what is the Daivasura sampadvibhaga yoga. Daiva stands for divine qualities and Asura stands for demoniac qualities. So Lord Sri Krishna explains about what are the divine qualities and what are the demoniac qualities. And he assures Arjuna that he is born with all the divine qualities and explains the various demoniac qualities that we can see in our day-to-day life, in our surrounding environment. So in a book of religion or in a book of spiritualism, one may think why Lord Sri Krishna explains about demoniac qualities. What is its importance? When a spiritual book is there, the logic goes that it should speak only about the divine qualities, not the demoniac qualities. But still we find a lot of explanation about the demoniac qualities in this book. The purpose of inculcating or the purpose of writing about these demoniac qualities in this spiritual book is to keep away from them. Unless and until we know what are those demoniac qualities, we cannot stay away from those demoniac qualities. Karmanascha bodhavyam bodhavyam akarmanaha. That means Lord says that you should know what is good as well as what is bad. Then only we can keep away yourselves from the bad qualities or unwanted qualities. In that context, Lord Sri Krishna explains so beautifully about all these demoniac qualities. So we had seen about almost 5 verses in this one, wherein 26 qualities of divine nature have been explained. Just I will brush through them so that you all become once again reconnected with what we had discussed, and then we'll start with the 6th and the 7th verses of this one. Again, as you know, we have a time cap of 40 minutes plus 40 minutes. We will disconnect and try to complete this 16th chapter today. Today is an auspicious day, that is an Ekadashi day, which is very near and dear to Lord Sri Krishna. So we had seen that first it begins with Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhir Jnana Yoga Vyavasthitihi Danam Damascha Yajnascha Swadhyaya Stapa Archavam Ahimsa Satyam Krodastyaga Shanti Rapaishunam Daya Bhuteshu Aloluptam Ardavam Hira Chapalam तेजक्षमा ऋति शौचम अद्रोहो नातिमानिता भवन्ति संपदम दैवीम अभिजातस्य भारता दंभो दर्पो अभिमानश्च क्रोधः पारुष्यमेव च अज्ञानं चाभिजातस्य पार्थ संपदम आसुरीम. So that is, these are the 26 qualities that Lord Sri Krishna has revealed, divine qualities, Abhayam, that is, we had seen all the details, I'm sure you all can recollect. That is, one should be fearless and one should not be scared of the world and should not be scary to the world also. And similarly, our purity of the heart and staying, keeping or placing our mind in the divinity, and then charities, and then controlling our senses and performing rituals or sacrificial rituals like yajnas, and then we have to study our inner Atman, and then tapa, and then being straight in the words, and that is a speech and mind and action, and then not to be practice non-violence and truthfulness, and staying away from the anger, and then maintaining equanimity of the mind, and not to speak ill about other persons, and to have sympathy on fellow living things, and then we should practice detachment, and then we should be soft in our heart, and we should be ashamed of doing wrong activities. And then the teja, that is our inner strength by which we influence all the entire world. And then kshama, that is, kshama means even though somebody has harmed us, we should be have a large heartedness to excuse them. Then the courage and shaucham, that is cleanliness, both from inside and outside, and we should not be too much egoistic about ourselves. And then these are the 26 qualities which are said to be divine qualities. And coming to the demoniac qualities, it says that dambho, darpo, dambho, dambha. Dambha means showing off what actually is not there with a person, that is showing excess qualities than what actually he really is, that is dambha. Darpa means exercising his powers, that is darpa. Abhimanasya means having too much of egoistic nature, and then the anger that is associated with it, and parushya. Parushya means a stone-hearted nature, that is not to be not a soft-hearted person or who enjoys in the cruelty. So that is parushya. Then ajnanam. These are all demoniac qualities. Ajnanam, that is ignorance. What we say ignorance is at least that ignorance are the demoniac qualities. And further, he beautifully explains what are these demoniac qualities one by one. Then he says, what is the importance? Why should we practice these divine qualities? If we do not practice the divine qualities, what loss we will incur? Lord says, Daivi sampat vimokshaya. Daivi sampattu, that is demoniac qualities or divine qualities. Sampat means it's the property or the asset or what virtues we accrue. That is Daivi sampat. Sampat means it's a property or what we are possessing, our possessions. Vimokshaya. Vimokshaya means which will liberate us. That is, which will liberate us, because it is a divine quality. That is, now liberation means what? What kind of liberation? We live in a free society, in a free democratic country. So what is the meaning of that liberation? Liberation in the sense, liberation from the pains and gains of this worldly nature. That is because we all have a rider on us of 100 years, that is in the form of a death, which is for sure. So now here vimoksha or moksha means wherein we attain a particular heaven or heavenly abodes from where we do not return. So that is actual liberation. There are two types of heavens, as we all are familiar. One is the heaven of Lord Indra, wherein it is said that he has one wish yielding tree and a wish yielding cow, that is Kamadhenu is there, and Parijata is there, that is wish yielding tree is there. And apart from that, besides that, a lot of means are there for worldly pleasures, as we see generally, usually maybe in television shows or many books also, that there is lot of lavishness, and there is lot of pleasure is there, sensual pleasure is also there, various nymphs are there, that is apsaras are there, and all these sorts of pleasures are present. Now, is it the purpose of life that can be achieved on this earth also? So that is, recently we have seen one example wherein one person accumulated more than 200 crores but could not enjoy even a penny of it. That is, this can be accrued on this world also, and enjoyments also can be had, but they all have the limitations. But in heavens, this is a little higher level. Now, is it the purpose of attaining that one? No, it is not the purpose. Indra's heavens are temporary. In one day, such 14 Indras will come and go out of in one day, just in Brahma's day. So it is such a temporary. Compared to human beings have a lifespan of 100 years. Maybe in Indra's world, we may have a lifespan of 1,000 years. But after 1,000 years, what? We are coming back to this world only. So that is what is worldly virtues that we accrue. But when once you enter the realm or the world of Lord Sri Krishna, there is no question of coming back to this world, and that is eternal bliss, or that is liberation, or that is salvation. That is what we should know very well, and our purpose is to attain that liberation, and not this ordinary liberation of what has been explained with this Indra's liberation or Indra's pleasures. That is what Lord Sri Krishna says, Daivi Sampad Vimokshaya, Nibandha Yasuri Mataha. Asuri means demoniac qualities. Nibandha. Bandha means, tying. Nibandha means Nitaram Bandha. That means permanently tied up. That is Nibandha Yasuri Mata. That is demoniac qualities can tie up a person. Nibandha Yasuri Yasuri Mata. Mashucha Sampadam. Mashucha means don't worry, Arjuna. You have Daivi. That is, we have divine qualities. You did not have to worry about these demoniac qualities. That is the assurance of Lord Sri Krishna to the Arjuna, because Arjuna was a divine person. But Lord says about these qualities so that person stays away from these demoniac qualities. So that is what is the purpose of revealing these qualities here. So now we will see one by one how these demoniac qualities, or a wild-natured person, or a villainous person, or a wicked person, or a crooked person thinks of this world, and how he behaves, or how he carries himself in this world. So that is what is demoniac quality. What is one of the speciality of this demoniac quality is pravrittimcha nivrittimcha janana vidurasuraha na shocham napi chacharo na satyam teshu vidyate. The meaning of this is pravrittimcha. Pravritti. Vritti means you all know, profession or the work that you are doing. Pravritti, that is prakarshena vritti. Prakarshena vritti means I am a teacher, I should be an honest teacher. Somebody is a banker, he should be an honest banker. Somebody is an engineer, he should be an honest engineer. That is pravritti. That is what we are involved with. It may be anything. It may be a domestic activity, it may be farming, it may be any type of activity that we have chosen. So that is pravritti. And nivritti means to stay away from these qualities. That is, we should know from what type of activities we should stay away. That is nivritti. Pravrittincha nivrittincha means and. Pravritti and nivritti. These demoniac quality persons do not know the differences between what they should be involved with and with what they should not be involved. That is, what work has to be carried out or executed, and what work should not be done. What is good, what is bad. This distinction they cannot make out. So they consider everything as good only, or because it suits their whims and fancies. So that is what is pravrittincha nivrittincha janana vidurasura. That is, vidu means understanding. They do not understand what is good and what is bad. That is pravritti and nivritti. Na shaucham. Na shaucham. Shaucham means, shaucham means cleanliness or discipline, or how we present ourselves. That is shaucham. There are two types of shauchams. One is external shaucha, external cleanliness. Second is inner shaucha, or inner cleanliness. Now, external cleanliness, we all can make out that we can use a sandalwood soap and make ourselves very clean or something and all, and we can present ourselves in a very clean way. That is external cleanliness. Now, what about internal cleanliness? We do not have any soap for internal cleanliness. Then how the Lord is telling how to be clean from inside? That is, clean from inside means if we practice all these qualities that have been revealed, that is inner cleanliness. That is, inner cleanliness indicates, then how do we get that inner cleanliness? One of the simplest efforts of getting that inner cleanliness is by chanting the name of Lord Sri Krishna, or chanting of any of the divine names that you are associated with. It may be Hanumanji, it may be Lord Krishna, Ganesha, or whatever, or any goddess. So chanting or bhajanas or mantras or involving in divine acts, depending on their nature. It's not necessary that everybody should chant only to become pure from inside. It can be anything else. It may be anything. You may be involved in a very good activity. Somebody is a corona warrior. It is also inner cleanliness only. Somebody is a doctor by profession. Somebody is a police by profession. Somebody is a volunteer by corona warrior. This is present example that we can see. So that is inner cleanliness. That means their concerns from the society, that they want something good. Today only we came across one pharmacist or one scientist who volunteered himself to be tested for corona vaccine without taking any remuneration. So that is what today they had shown a special program on television also. So this is what, that is the concern, that let anything happen to me by taking that test dose of a vaccine. If it is giving a good result, or if it is doing something good for the world, then I'm prepared myself to sacrifice my life, or I'm prepared to take a risk for that one. So that is what is inner cleanliness. One way of inner cleanliness is by this, as I said, chanting of the Lord's names or something like that. That is one way of inner cleanliness. Or other way is, whatever profession we do or we perform, if we are honest and sincere in that profession, that is also an equally and inner cleanliness only. Suppose if you carry anger against somebody, if you carry ill will against somebody, if you carry jealousy against somebody, if we do not like somebody, that all leads to what is called as non-cleanliness from inner side. External cleanliness, you can see that there is a dirt on our body, this can be seen, but inner, nobody can see. That is, somebody is holding an anger or a jealousy, cannot be seen by any other person. So that is what is inner cleanliness, that is required. That is what Lord speaks about it, and he says that these demoniac quality persons cannot make out. That is, they are unclean from inside, means they have vile nature, villainous nature from inside, or wicked nature from inside. They want something bad to be done to the world. That is what is the meaning of this one. Na shaucham na chacharo. Chacharo means cha achara. Achara means how we carry ourselves in day-to-day life activities. Achara means how we lead our life. Na satyam. Na satyam. They do not speak truth also. Deshu vidyate. They cannot make out all these things. That is a vile nature or demoniac quality. Now, if we know this is a demoniac quality, then we can stay away from that one. When we stay away from that one, we practice what is good. When we practice good, that will liberate us. So this is a chain. This is a chain. So that is how we can understand this 16th, 7th verse, 16th chapter and 7th verse. Further, he continues to say, asatyam. Asatyam means they say that world is not a true. It doesn't exist at all. Apratishtitam. That means they feel that this world has come very automatically. Te jagadahuru anishwaram. I will tell you, this is so much beautiful meaning in this verse. So that's why I'm reading little slowly. Aparaspara sambhutam kimanyat kama haitukam. That is, asatyam apratishtitam te jagadahuranishwaram apaspara sambhutam kimanyat kama haitukam. That means they feel that this world is false. Apratishtitam, this is not established by anybody, and this has no concept of what is called as God. This is demoniac quality. Demons say that there is no such concept as God, there is no God, and they start arguing. If we say there are theists and atheists, atheists is non-believers, and those who are non-believers, they start arguing that if you feel that there is a God, show us the God. Now, who on this earth can show the God? Nobody can show the God. So when we cannot show the God, they say that you are wrong. Like as we show a microorganism or a virus, we can show under a microscope, something like that. But we cannot show this presence of God. Does it mean that there is no God? There is for believers, God is there. Then they further say that aparaspara sambhutam. Aparaspara sambhutam in the sense, it has evolved automatically. As our so much scientific theory, what we call it as Big Bang theory, we read so much and write in the examination. So Big Bang theory, they say that there was a Big Bang and this earth was created. So that is what is the concept. And then somebody says in Darwin's theory that monkeys became human beings. If monkeys became human beings, all monkeys, why they did not become human beings? So this can also be a counter argument. That means what they say that the entire world is an accidental evolution. There cannot be any person who has created it. Now the simple logic, let us go, because we are all theists, we believe in the God, let us go by a simple logic. I am sitting on a chair, There is a table in front of me, there is a laptop in front of me. Now I say that if you ask from where did you bring this table or a chair, if I say that no, automatically it came, automatically there was a chair, automatically it happened. I created a big sound and then a chair was created. I created a big sound with some crackers and a table was created. If I say, it becomes a laughing stock. That means people will feel that there is something wrong with a thinking caliber, because we know very well that if there is a chair, there is a carpenter behind it one. If there is a table, there is a carpenter behind this one. If some house is constructed, there is an engineer behind this one. That means besides these non-living things, there is some person who is doing all these things. Now, rocks do not give birth to rocks. Mountains do not give birth to mountains. Mountains do not replicate from one mountain, it doesn't become two mountains. Isn't it? This generation is not there for non-living things. Living things only can generate. We can generate this living things as well as non-living things also can be generated. Isn't it? So this is the speciality of the creator. That means what we want to convey is that when there is some entity is there is some pen is there or a pencil is there, that means somebody has created this pen, some creator is there who has created this non-living chair or who has created this table. Likewise, when we say that the world is there is earth is there, sun is there, moon is there, and all these galaxies are there, all these satellites are there, it means that there is somebody who has created all these things and made them to stand in their place. So this is the that means some creator is there. No, human beings cannot create all these things. I do not have, all the entire 750 crore human beings on this earth cannot come together and create another universe or cannot create another satellite, another graha or upagraha. They cannot do anything. Can they create another Mars? Can they create another Jupiter? Can they create another Venus? Can they create another sun? Nothing. That means as human beings, we have very limited capacity. That means there is somebody who is very powerful, who has created all this entire galaxy system or entire this Brahmanda or this cosmos and makes it to play to his tune in the perfect order. So that means there is some creator. Rivers are created. Mountains are created. We have not created any mountains. We are not created as human beings any rivers. That means somebody is there who has created this mountain. Somebody is there who has created this river. Somebody has made them. Somebody has given that sapidity to this water quality. Otherwise, you imagine, can we take bath with petrol? Can we take a bath with an oil? We cannot take. That means that sapid quality of the water has been attributed by somebody who has created that one. So that is the speciality that clearly indicates that there is some power which is managing the entire show. Human beings have not created this earth. That means some creator is there. Some creator. It's not out of a big bang, or it's not out of that monkey became a man. It is a pure evolution. God has created human beings in his own image. He has given all his images and then he has created these human beings. That is, he also can manifest himself in various forms. He has given all those forms to all these living entities. It may be a cow, it may be a buffalo, it may be a dog, it may be a worm, it may be anything. So this is the creativity. That means there is some creator. This itself is sufficient or ample of proof that God definitely exists. So that is what we know, or that is what we can understand from this one. So but demoniac quality people say that this is all false. This is all false. Asatyam, apratishtitam, jagadahura, anishwaram. That is, there is no Ishwaram is God. Anishwaram is there is no God. There is no God on this earth. Then how did it got created? As I said, one example of human logic or human thinking is that Big Bang theory, Darwin's theory. Now let them prove by any other blast. Let them take any RDX or any this one and blast them and let them show that this forms a very beautiful structure after blasting. After blasting, everything becomes shattered. It will not form any uniform pattern or any such thing. So with Big Bang, when a meteor hits some other this one, how can an earth be created? Such a beautiful earth be created. That means it's not out of Big Bang. We are not against any of the scientific logics or anything. Our theory is what Lord Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita about this world. Then how this got created? By the demoniac's mindset. He says that Kimanyat Kama Haitukam. Kama Haitukam means out of a lust, out of a desire, out of this one, the entire world got created. So that is what they say. So this is the meaning of this verse in 16th of 8. Again, as I said, we are getting a notification of 10 minutes. So after 8 or 9 minutes, I will cut down. Again, we will reconnect and we will try to complete this 16th chapter on this. That is why today I am going little speed also, because you are all connected to this one with the divine qualities. Now simply we are deciphering what are these non-divine qualities or these demoniac qualities or devilish qualities. Then further he says, etam drushtim avashtabhya nashtatma nolpa buddhayaha prabhavant ugra karmana jagat kshayaya jagato hitaha. Very beautiful meaning again. See, we can relate all this to our day-to-day examples only. We did not have to scratch our head for any deeper meanings of this film. Etam drushti means like this. The demoniac people who think that world got created automatically, what they do is they do not have the mind. That is nashtatma. Atma nashta. Nashta atma means their souls are died. They are dead souls. Alpa buddhaya. Alpa means little. Buddhi means mind. They have little mind. That means their mind is not proper. Then what they do? With this mindset, with this angle of thinking, with this vision, what they do? Prabhavanti ugra karmanaha. Prabhavanti means perform. What they perform? Ugra karmana. Ugra means, terrorist. Ugra means violent or ferocious acts. That is all ugra. Ugra karmana. Karma means work. What they do? Prabhavanti ugra karmanaha. Recently, we have seen just 2 or 3 days back only, if you can recollect the example of that Kanpurwala. When Kanpurwala was shot at, isn't it famous? This one, goon or something, antisocial element was shot at. So what he had accumulated 200 crores rupees of wealth with him. So what he was doing, how he did attain that one? It is said in news channels that he killed one minister, he killed one corporator, he grabbed the land of somebody, he killed his own brother, he killed 8 policemen. That is the proof itself. So like that, what they do? They do ugra karmana. They do ferocious acts. Few years back, we have all witnessed one or seen one example wherein one fellow came from Pakistan to Bombay railway station and he killed so many people. Neither this fellow knew who are the people who were present on the railway station, nor the people in the railway station or the passengers knew who this fellow is. There was no enmity, there was no dispute of the property, nothing of that sort. Simply a spree of killing. A mindless killing. That means alpa buddhayaha. These mindless, these senseless fellows, what they do? They do ugra karmana. They do ferocious acts on this earth. So because of that, what will happen? Kshayaya jagato hitaha. That means the hita of the world, or the conduciveness of the world, the cohesiveness of the world, the environments of the world is destroyed by these fellows. Kshaya means destroy. That is, they destroy all these qualities. That is what? That is, now we know that demoniac qualities should be shunned at once and accept the divine qualities. Why we have to accept this divine qualities? Because demoniac qualities are very bad for the society. We have seen that how the person was eliminated, including his mother and father were reluctant to take the dead body also or acknowledge the dead body also. Including his wife gave a statement that I don't want to see that person, and whatever the police have done, they have done a very nice thing. So that is, this is what will happen. Suppose if we accept those demoniac qualities, this is what will happen. Nobody will remember in future who that fellow was, but we all remember who was Swami Vivekananda. We all remember who was Jagadish Chandra Bose. We all remember who was Vallabhbhai Patel. We all remember Rabindranath Tagore or any of these personalities. We remember, of course, gods are beyond this competition. We remember all these persons, but we do not remember these wild fellows who have caused destruction to this world. So that is what is the message of this 9th verse. That is, etam drushtim avashtabhya nashtatma olpa buddheyaha prabhavantyugra karmanaha kshayaya jagato hitaha. Then what God continues to say? Kamamasritya dushpuram dambhamana madanvitaha mohat grihitvat sadgrahan pravartante Ashushti Vrataha. The meaning of this is that what he says, Lord, for the Kamam Ashritya. Again, it's a very beautiful this one. Still, we have 5 minutes. I will complete this verse. A lot of we can explain this verse for almost more than 1 hour or so. Such beautiful verses, and you are all I'm very fortunate that you are all highly qualified people. You can extend this logic to any of your day-to-day activities that you witness around. It need not be from text only. It can be our day-to-day activity that we witness in the world that's going on. That itself is sufficient proof that the Bhagavad Gita, which was revealed some 7,000 years back, holds good today also, and it will hold good in future till infinite time also. That is the speciality of this book. That is how highest publication or highest sold book is Bhagavad Gita on this earth itself. So Kamamashritya Dushpuram Dambhamana Madanvitaha. How the demonic people are, how the devils look like. Kamamashritya. Kamamashritya. Ashritya. Ashraya means support. Kamamashritya, that means they depend, support or depend. These demoniac or wild-natured or villainous people depend on the kama. Now, what is the meaning of the kama? There are two kamas. One is kama means desire. This is a very broad meaning of the kama, but many people think that kama means only lustful activity. Lustful activity is only a small portion, a minuscule portion, but kama means it is desire. We all fall trapped to this kama only. I wanted 1 BHK house, I got it. After a few days, no, I want 2 BHK house. After a few years, I want 3 BHK house. After 4 years, after a few years, I want a 5 BHK house. Then I want a swimming pool in that one. Then I want a fleet of cars for that one. Then probably I want a flying machine like a helicopter also there. I want a fleet of servants for there. I want to accumulate a lot of wealth also. So this is desire. It doesn't stop anywhere. Now you extend this logic to wherever field, whatever field you want. Somebody joins in a small post and he wants to go to higher post, then further higher post, then further, and then there is no limit for this one. So somewhere we have to put a full stop. That knowledge we should understand. That is Kamamashritya. People with a demoniac mindset will depend that on only desires. Kamamashritya Dushpuram. Purana means filling. Pura means fill or filling. Dushpura, which cannot be filled. That means if we chase on the dreams, you will never fulfill them. So now people may think whether God says that not to do any activity. It's not that one. That means understand the limitations, understand what cannot be. Now a person with a 200 crore, is it required for a person to lead a life for 200 crores? No. Even people can lead a very happy life with a few lakhs of rupees also, or a salary of 10,000 also. Isn't it? So in that context, God says that is dushpura, means you cannot fulfill it. That fellow was grabbing somebody's land, somebody's property was grabbed, then he stabbed his brother. So that is endless activity. Demoniac mindset. We have seen that how our neighboring country is expanding itself or creating a nuisance to other countries from all the sides. This is ample of example. You take the example of China or take the example of Pakistan. You take any, this logic can extend to any field and anywhere that is around you. That is Kamamashritya Dushpuram, which cannot be fulfilled. Dambhamana Madanvitaha. How these demoniac peoples are? Dambha. Dambha means they present more than what actually they are. Recently we have seen how we have pushed back our enemies. That is, people were thinking that the enemy is very powerful. No, when we became powerful, we have pushed them back. Damba, that is, they were presenting themselves as more powerful than what actually they are. So that is what is Dambha, Mana. They are egoistic fellows, highly egoistic fellows. Madanvitaha, that arrogance is always with them. Then Moha Grihitva. Moha means with the foolishness or with the ill will. Grihitva, they accept with ill will. Sadgrahan Pravartante Ashuchi Vrataha. That means they lead a highly indisciplined and unclean type of life, and then they behave erratically. That is what is the message of 10th verse of this 16th chapter. Now I have got less than 1 minute time is there, so that to start our next this